Yo guys, what's up and welcome back to Marvelous Chats. My name is Finto.
My name's Kyle Crunk, and we are talking Titans, episode 4, Blackfire. Finto, what are your thoughts?
Um, this episode wasn't too bad. I think basically coming off the third episode, with obviously the death of Hawk, I had a feeling that Dove was going to disappear quite quickly from the show as well. Because I know in real life she has some commitments for other shows and stuff, so I wasn't
Yeah,
surprised to see her jet off, and I would not be surprised if we never see her again, and that wouldn't really surprise me at all, you know.
yeah.
Um, kind of like I was kind of lost at the start of the episode because I'm like, there's a hit on a Scarecrow from Jason in the prison, and I'm like, how has Jason got people on the inside in the prison? Like, again, I'm still
Yeah.
very confused with the whole time scale of how this is all happening.
Red Hood says you're next, or like he's coming or something while the dude's getting shanked or something.
Yeah, I'm just like, this doesn't really make any sense because I'm like, how long is he dead? I don't understand because like from the way we're viewing it and the way you're meant to understand it, it's that he's like not dead too long and he's come back. He's been resurrected. We don't know how he's been resurrected yet, and he's been resurrected and. He's already got connects inside the prison, and he's putting hits out on Crane. It's I don't know, didn't really make
Yeah,
much
like the
sense.
dude hit the ground running.
Yeah, yeah, I
They
don't.
really fast forwarded through, I think, Red Hood's pretty much origin story has been like just on not even 2x speed, but like 3x speed on
Yeah,
how fast he's like 0 to 300 instantly.
it's very quick, and like part of me thinks, is it quick because they can't kind of tell the story right without Joker and without really a proper use of Batman and stuff like that?
I think
Because
without the time, honestly, I think if they wanted to do it right, from what I've seen from other videos and from you and from everything in general, I think they would need this entire season, and the end of the season would have to be like Red would have to be Jason Todd as Red Hood, like showing up. If they wanted to do it proper, that's how the whole season would end. Would be like the scene with like you realizing that Jason Todd is Red Hood or something, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I liked the scene with Dick driving around in the Maserati. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I'm obviously a big car nut, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved the Porsche that he had in season one. I thought it was kind of strange that
it's
like
James
obviously,
Bondish
yeah, yeah,
to me. Yeah,
it's just so cool. Like, it's such a beautiful car, and like he seemed to be very into cars at the start of the show, and then that kind of disappeared for a while. So I was kind of happy to see him back in a cool car. And because like I think if you're a car lover like that and money's no object, why wouldn't you be driving around in nice cars all the time? So I was like, it was good to see him back in a car. I loved the his combat when he was breaking Crane out. Like, the choreography on that fight scene was actually really good. Like, I was looking at some of the
yeah.
punches when he was knocking out some of the guards, and I was like, geez, some of those punches actually look real. I thought, wow, that was actually some really, really impressive choreography work there, which was great. Um, Again, just to we'll come back to the Dick part later, but Corey's story. What do you make of like Corey's whole like
So
possession
like
and she's
out
attacking
of
Gar in the kitchen and stuff like that? Like, what do you think of
yeah,
all that?
to turn everything that we've been seeing into from like beginning of the episode, like you got no hints of anything. Like she was randomly like just getting angry, which I guess makes sense if now that you're saying that the emotions were black. But to go from like this weird like flashes that she was going to full on Blackfire being like, "Yo, leave a message at the beep,"
Yeah,
type of thing, like GPS coordinates, leave a message here. She's instantly there to pick her up, and then even like the guy's like, "Oh, you're Starfire," and he's like a fanboy. Like it's just so
yeah.
weird and unofficial feeling, and like
Yeah, I just like as much as I like the character of Corey in the show, but I kind of think that her story is just not very interesting. I don't really care. This feels like it's a story about the
yeah,
Robins and it's about the Bat family. I don't really care about Corey's story. I want to know what's happening with Raven. We still haven't seen her.
exactly.
And like that's what I want to see. I don't really like. I like Corey as a character, but I don't care about her story. And Blackfire as well. It doesn't
It's
really
like
interest me in the
feels like
slightest.
kids acting. Feels like kids acting in their living room. Like, all right,
Yeah,
you're gonna act like the princess. Like, oh, is this your servant? Is this
yeah.
your manservant? May I have one?
wasn't
Like,
wasn't a fan of it. I like
no.
Gar. I like Gar a lot. I think he's funny. I think he's cool. I look forward to his kind of powers developing more. I think it'll be really cool when he can control his change and stuff. And I think maybe something will happen to him and he'll stay in the kind of Beast Boy form for the rest of the show. I think you kind of get a glimpse of that.
Oh,
Like
you,
there was a kind of fight
yeah,
scene where he jumps off the cage and you can see he's actually properly Beast Boy, but then he switches back.
yeah.
So I don't know if he can control the change enough yet. But
I would love that
yeah,
if he stayed full green Beast
yeah,
Boy,
yeah. I think that'd be sweet. Like I think that's what's
especially
gonna.
with like his clothing and stuff. It'll just
Yeah,
hit like his costume's so good.
it's very comic accurate. I like it a lot. It's very cool. Um, just kind of the whole Blackfire thing. I think I just need to see more. I don't know anything about Blackfire.
Yeah,
I obviously they have a kind of dysfunctional family dynamic back on their own planet. Hopefully we get to see a bit of that because at the moment they talk about it a lot, but we have nothing to
they even
reference it off.
said.
And
Well,
it's
they even
just
said like, you blew up my ship. Like,
yeah.
there's no way I can take you back home.
Well, that was in season two. I
So
think we saw the ship blow up in season two, but
yeah, and she mentioned it, and
I want to. I
but
mean,
like I'm.
I want to see their planet. I want to see
Oh
some
yeah,
origin
for
stories of their
me,
family and stuff. You know?
I'm hoping Blackfire isn't like the third party tag along
Yeah,
like person now.
yeah,
So because obviously she's pretty powerful and that's all right, but like we have her role filled. Starfire is
for
we've
sure.
got her. Yeah,
For sure. So, kind of jumping to the end of the episode, there's a whole kind of scene where Dick takes Crane, so he's captured Crane from the prison, and he takes him out to like a common like hideout that the Bat family know of, like it's part of their training to become Robin. So,
yeah,
Dick brings him out there to use him as bait because he knows that Jason knows the location and he's gonna go out and try and save him, and they're gonna have a confrontation. What I found very surprising about this whole scene and everything is just the fact that Crane just pretty much comes out straight away and just starts saying, "Look, I know you're Robin. I know Bruce is Batman and all this stuff." And I'm like, "This is crazy." It's like nobody in the comic books like knows that Bruce is Batman, apart from people that like he lets
yeah.
know. Like no villains know. Like literally, Crane knows absolutely everything. He knows all the secrets of all the Bat family. So I'm like, how does Jason get to that point, or get that broken, or put that much trust in Crane that he's able to actually just divulge all the secrets of the entire Bat family? So, like, to me, that's crazy. This is obviously a very different universe to what is referenced in other movies that we've seen, other comic books, and so on. Because obviously, this version of Bruce is very dark. Obviously, he killed the Joker. You know, he broke his rule. Like, Batman never kills in this universe. He does in this universe. Scarecrow knows who everybody is. Like, it's just
There
very
was a
different.
double reveal as well because Nightwing also or Dick also says like, yeah, by the way, also I know your Jason's your protege. Red Hood is your mate. Like you made him. So like and he's revealing like I know everything about Robin about this, and he's like, yeah, I know you know that because you made Red Hood, and that's
Yeah,
so like he kind of like takes the wind out of his sail even when because Crane likes to be the smartest guy in the room and know everything,
yeah,
and that's his way of kind of deflating him, which I really loved. And in that saying that like the flashback scene they showed for Dick, that I really enjoyed that, showing that he was just like a little savage and
yeah.
killed the wolf, and he's like
The wolf
I'm the
should have
one
been
that was
afraid of me.
good to me. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
a little corny, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I like the final confrontation in the episode as well with Dick and Jason. The fight scene was
Yeah,
pretty cool. Jason trying to fire off the guns and Dick being so fast that he could dodge bullets and all, which was kind of crazy but kind of cool to watch. And I just thought it was very cool. But then the episode kind of ends on a bit of a cliffhanger of a sniper shooting out of the helicopter, and it looks
yeah,
like he hits Dick instead. So I suppose, yeah, we just gotta wait till we see more, and just go from there.
yeah.
But how do you
Yeah.
rate the episode in total?
I'd say this one, out of looking at all of them together and then just kind of rating this one, I'd say it's a solid 7.5, 7.5 out of 10 for me. Not quite there at an 8, but it's definitely better than some of the episodes before it. And but there's more to be desired. Like we said,
Yeah,
we got some weird kind of beeline stories going on that we're not necessarily too invested in. When there are other beeline stories that we are invested in that we want to know that they're not giving us yet. So that's kind of where it loses it for me.
100%. Yeah, I just think the first two episodes of the show for me were a little a little slow, a little dry. Episode 3 was really good because you just kind of saw the development of Red Hood, and the death of Hank was a big shock. So this following on, I think maybe I'd give it probably maybe a very high 6, like 7 maybe. Um, it's solid. It was worth the watch, but the show, like for me, needs to get better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
so yeah,
So we will see
yeah.
how we feel on the next episode.
Absolutely. Guys, if you like the content, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe
Continue
to the
the
channel.
discussion below the channel. Let us know what you thought of this episode, how you feel about Blackfire showing up and being a part of the team now, and just what your favorite part of the episode was.
Bye, guys.
Bye.